Imagine for a moment that feeling of euphoria when it seems that the whole world conspires in your favor. The heart races, the smile comes through effortlessly, and you feel that nothing can go wrong. But what if I told you that, just like negative emotions, positive emotions also need care? This may seem counterintuitive, but even happiness, when in excess, can lead us down dangerous paths. On our channel, we talk a lot about controlling negative emotions, something that is fundamental. But have you ever stopped to think that positive emotions, such as euphoria, also need to be managed? When we allow these emotions to take over us without any filter, we can end up making impulsive decisions, throwing ourselves into situations that are not always the best. What could be a moment of full joy can suddenly turn into frustration, disappointment, and even regret. Throughout this video, we'll explore the types of positive emotions together, understand the bright side of euphoria, and most importantly, find out when too much of these emotions starts to be harmful. It's not about stifling happiness, but about learning to manage it so that we can enjoy these moments without losing balance. Think about it, controlling emotions does not mean stopping feeling them. It means having the wisdom to pause, reflect, and keep your feet on the ground, even when your heart wants to leap for joy. Let's dive into real, effective practices for managing these emotions and achieving a sustainable euphoria, one that drives us but doesn't bring us down. And if you are looking for more emotional balance and want to learn to live more fully and consciously, subscribe to the channel. That way, you won't miss any of the content we're preparing on personal development and Stoic reflections. We are ready to walk this path of self-knowledge and emotional control with you. Positive emotions are vast and play an essential role in our lives. Joy, gratitude, love, compassion, each of these shapes our experiences, our relationships, and the way we see the world. In everyday life, joy can come from simple things, such as watching the sunset, solving a difficult problem, or meeting someone we love again. Gratitude, on the other hand, can be cultivated when we stop to recognize the value of small daily achievements. These emotions are not just fleeting states, they are driving forces that impact our attitudes and decisions. For example, a feeling of gratitude can encourage us to be more generous, while joy pushes us to face challenges with more optimism. But how do these emotions work within us? In Think Like a Philosopher, M. Scott Peck explores how positive emotions are processed by our brain. When we feel euphoria, the body releases substances such as dopamine, which makes us feel good, more energetic, and motivated. It's as if the body is rewarding us for being happy. These emotions, in addition to providing momentary pleasure, also offer lasting benefits. Research shows that people who experience positive emotions in a balanced way have more stable mental health, are more productive, and cultivate healthier relationships. Joy, gratitude, and love create a cycle of positivity, which makes us more resilient to face life's challenges. Euphoria, when well channeled, can be a powerful motivating force. Think about that moment when you felt such intense energy that you found yourself able to accomplish things that once seemed impossible. Maybe it was after a personal victory, such as achieving a long-standing goal, or maybe it came from a moment of pure inspiration. Let's bring this to something closer. Imagine that you have started to practice a new physical activity, such as running, and after weeks of effort, you start to see results. The euphoria of noticing your progress is the boost you needed to keep going. Anthony Robbins, in Awaken Your Inner Hero, talks about how moments of euphoria can transform lives. People who take advantage of these moments of emotional peak often make decisions that radically change their trajectories. Euphoria also has a profound effect on our relationships. When we share moments of joy with others, we create stronger and more meaningful bonds. Think birthday parties, achievement celebrations, or even a simple night of laughter with friends. Shared joy strengthens connections and creates memories that can last forever. However, we need to be aware of the moment when euphoria crosses the line of healthy and becomes excessive. Euphoria can give us a false sense of invincibility, leading us to act impulsively. Think of someone who gets so excited about a new business idea that they ignore the risks, invest all their savings without planning, and ultimately end up in a disastrous financial situation. This is an example of how excessive euphoria, without control, can have serious consequences. Rick Hansen, in The Anxious Mind, explains that the brain can become addicted to the feeling of euphoria, continuously seeking new peaks of pleasure. This can lead us to risky behaviors, and in some cases, it can even develop into mood disorders, such as mania. It is a dangerous cycle, where we are always looking for a new emotional peak, losing the emotional balance essential for a healthy life. At this point, Stoicism offers a valuable lesson. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, teaches us that we should not be slaves to our emotions, whether positive or negative. Stoicism reminds us that everything is fleeting, both moments of pain and those of extreme happiness. Maintaining serenity is essential for living a balanced life. Managing positive emotions may seem counterintuitive, but it's absolutely necessary. The first step is to develop self-control. When we are at the height of euphoria, it is easy to be guided by impulses. Learning to pause and reflect before acting is a powerful skill. When you feel overwhelmed by intense emotion, ask yourself, does this decision make sense right now, or am I just reacting to the heat of the moment? An essential practice for maintaining balance is mindfulness. John Kabat-Zinn, in The Practice of Mindfulness, highlights how mindfulness teaches us to be present without being overwhelmed by emotions. Instead of being swept away by the wave of euphoria, you learn to surf it. Techniques such as meditation, mindful breathing, and even physical exercise help regulate emotions and maintain control. In addition to mindfulness, other techniques can also be extremely effective for emotional control, such as reflective writing. When we put our feelings and experiences on paper, we can better process what we are feeling. This allows us to see the situation with more clarity and perspective, and often helps to avoid hasty decisions. Writing about a moment of euphoria can make us reflect on the importance of keeping our feet on the ground, even in the face of intense joy. Another important point is to recognize the body's signals. Our body gives us signals when we are on the edge of an emotional excess. Rapid heartbeat, short breathing, or uncontrollable excitement can all be indicators that we're about to lose control. When you feel this, practice relaxation techniques such as deep breathing or even a walk to help dissipate excess energy. These practices, when incorporated into our daily lives, help us maintain the balance of positive emotions, allowing us to enjoy joy and euphoria in a more conscious and lasting way. So how can we build a life that cultivates a sustainable euphoria, without getting carried away by extreme emotional ups and downs? The answer lies in adopting practices that promote a continuous balance. One of the most powerful ways to do this is through gratitude. The practice of daily thanks, whether for something big or small, keeps us connected to the present and keeps us from obsessing over the pursuit of peaks of emotion. Gratitude makes us realize that happiness is not only in the big moments, but also in the small joys that are found each day. In addition to gratitude, maintaining a healthy routine is another essential factor. Balanced eating, adequate sleep, and regular exercise not only keep our body in shape but also our mind. Think about it, when we are physically healthy, we have more mental and emotional clarity to face the challenges of everyday life. This helps us manage euphoria when it arises, without becoming dependent on it. Self-knowledge is also a key piece on the path to a sustainable euphoria. The more we understand our emotional patterns, the more we can predict how we react in moments of intense joy. When we notice that we are close to an excess of euphoria, we can use tools such as meditation or deep breathing techniques to restore balance. This internal knowledge allows us to live more consciously, where emotions become our allies, not our enemies. Resilience is another key factor. Throughout life, we all face adversity. But it's resilience that helps us maintain a positive outlook, even in difficult times. When we are resilient, we do not allow exaggerated euphoria or extreme hardship to lead us astray. Instead, we learn to see every experience as an opportunity for growth. Stories of people who have turned moments of euphoria into stepping stones to deep personal development abound. When euphoria is managed well, it inspires us to move forward with clarity and purpose. Euphoria is a wonderful emotion, an explosion of joy that all of us, at some point, experience. However, just like any other emotion, it needs control and balance. When we understand the role of positive emotions in our lives and learn to consciously manage them, we avoid the dangers of excess and cultivate a joy that is sustainable, balanced, and long-lasting. Stoic philosophy teaches us that we cannot be held hostage to our emotions, whether positive or negative. We need to feel them fully, but above all, learn to manage them wisely. By developing practices such as mindfulness, self-control, and gratitude, we can live a fuller life, where positive emotions drive us but never dominate us. Remember, true happiness is not in the peaks of emotion, but in the constancy of a balanced and serene mind. As one of the most powerful Stoic reflections says, it is better to control oneself than to conquer 1,000 external battles. When we master our emotions, we achieve what is most important, inner peace. If you want to continue this journey of self-knowledge and learn to live in a more balanced way, subscribe to our channel. We are here to walk alongside you, sharing deep and practical reflections that can transform your life. Together, we will learn to live more consciously and with more purpose. I'll wait for you in the next video.